Blue Raider Baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for the pregame show. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agents Andy Womack and Trevor Haggard, Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital, Pranis and Associates, Las Casas Pharmacy, and Middle Tennessee Electric. And now, let's go to the ballpark.
Good afternoon. Welcome you into another evening of Blue Raider baseball. The Raiders taking on the Owls of Kennesaw State University for game number 54 of this baseball season, which is rapidly drawing to a close. Dick Palmer, John Callow with you, high atop the press box at Walter Kelly Senior Memorial Field. And we're actually on the satellite campus of Kennesaw State University. This is the Marietta complex. Kennesaw State is renovating its on-campus baseball stadium, and we understand it should be ready for next season. But they've played all their games here, John, on this all grass, all dirt baseball field, which was first built in 1951. So it has withstood the test of time pretty well.
Well, it's just a basic old ballpark. Nothing fancy, but the grass looks green and the dirt looks like dirt, and I like that.
Coach Myers likes it too. He's like us. We're grass and dirt baseball people, but it's now down to this field and our field and Florida International, I think, are the only ones still playing on real grass. We're going to take a break. When I come back, I'm going to be talking with one of our four departing seniors, Ethan Mbembo, a pitcher for the Blue Raiders, who's had a couple of outstanding outings this year and actually was the most effective reliever in the game last night. So we'll be back with Ethan and more Blue Raider baseball after this. A 2-minute break here on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Well, Ethan, you are a senior, went through the senior day activities, and this is your first year, only year at Middle Tennessee, and now you will be one of our graduates, so congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you very much. It does mean the world to be a part of this team, part of this university, and part of this community.
Well, it's getting a college degree is not a simple thing, especially when you're a baseball player or an athlete, and you have so many other things you have to do. So it's been kind of a long run for you.
Yes, sir, it has. This is actually going for my third degree now. I had 2 others from Mount Olive University. So, I mean, like you said, it's definitely a bit of a grind going through the spring season, finishing up classes and going through those finals. But I think that's what makes us baseball players special. We're really good at managing stuff like that and being able to differentiate times to be students and times to be athletes.
Okay, what do you have your degrees in now?
So I have a bachelor's in finance, a master's in business administration, and right now I'm going for a master's in organizational leadership.
Okay, so you've still got a little more schooling to go, right?
A little bit, almost there in that last semester coming up.
Okay, well, good luck on that. And so when you get that last degree, you got any concrete plans to put those degrees to use?
Yes, sir. So I've applied for a few jobs, mainly looking for a sales position. I actually have a pharmaceutical sales position interview coming up, so I'm really excited to see what path that brings me to, and just excited for that next step.
Okay. Thought you had good stuff yesterday. In fact, you were the only pitcher that we used that they didn't score on, and I don't know if you've got a few more pitches left today or tomorrow, but I guess that's up to Coach, huh?
Oh, yeah. I immediately after the game, I told him hot for tomorrow, hot for Saturday as well. Just doing everything we can to try to keep this season going a little bit longer.
Did you have that slider working pretty good yesterday?
Yes, sir, I did. Mix between that and the sinker definitely was beneficial for me, and hopefully I can keep that success going forward.
Okay. I think I've said on the air that you're probably the only baseball player we've ever had from the state of New Hampshire. I haven't really researched it that deep, but I say that would be a pretty good guess.
Yeah, I'd say so. I haven't met too many people from New Hampshire down south, so I mean, it is a small state, but it's one of my favorites. It's a great state, and I recommend take a trip up there sometime.
Now, you're getting to experience some real southern heat and humidity down here in Marietta.
Yes, sir. This heat's a little bit different down here. Definitely different than Tennessee and a whole lot different than New Hampshire.
Okay. So I assume you had some family down for the graduation on-field senior day ceremonies?
Yes, sir. My dad and my mom came down.
Well, that's wonderful. How do they like Tennessee?
They like it. They haven't been able to, I guess, experience it as much as I have, but they love the South. They live in Charleston now, so they do like it down here.
Okay, well, we've enjoyed watching you play, watching you pitch this year, and I think you've got a few more innings left for us before this season's over.
Yes, sir, no doubt. Thank you.
All right.
That is Ethan Mbembo, a young man who has gotten his degree and still working on an advanced degree. John said he's got one more semester to go to get his master's.
That's a lot of schooling, and I was interested in what he said about baseball players and having to learn how to manage your time. I know from personal experience, my best grades is in undergraduate school came in the semesters I was playing baseball.
Well, it definitely.
Well,
and it's a must that you have to stay organized.
That's right. You have to. You've got baseball practice every day, and you work around it, and you've still got to get your work done. So that's how it works.
The umpires are out meeting with the head coaches at home plate for the exchange of lineups. That would be Ryan Cole, 4th year head coach here at Kennesaw, and Jerry Myers, 3rd year head coach at Middle Tennessee. And I really never got the umpires straightened out for last night. I took the names off the box score yesterday and had everything written down, and they're all wrong.
Well,
so what we have tonight is John Mary behind the plate, Vince Kreischer at first base, and
Who is that?
Will Pendleton is,
Prestwood.
Will Prestwood, yes.
It's at third base. So those are your umpires tonight, we think. And the Raiders, of course, will be batting first, and that'll be coming up shortly. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back. Starting lineups for tonight's game coming away next on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Middle Tennessee, Kennesaw State tonight. The Kennesaw State Owls come in with a record of 27-25. They are 15-9 in Conference USA. The Blue Raiders are 23-30. They are 8-17 in Conference USA. Kennesaw won the opening game of this series last night by a score of 11-6. Let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. John, what do you got?
Well, for the visiting Blue Raiders, leading off will be center fielder Eston Snyder. Brett Rogers in right field bats second. Tyler Minnick will be behind the plate tonight, bats third. Brett Von Dolan at third base will be the cleanup hitter. Clay Badalak at second, bats fifth. Batting sixth, Matt Wolf makes it back into the lineup as the DH tonight. Keaton Ray, the left fielder, bats seventh. Hayden Miller, first baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Kurt Clapp. On the mound will be our left-hander, Chandler Alderman, making his 14th start. You know, that's pretty phenomenal. Go through a season and not miss a start. Not many folks are able to do that. For Kennesaw State, leading off will be the left fielder, Nate Anderson. The shortstop, Shamar McDuffie, moves up from the 9-hole. Well, I guess the kind of night he had yesterday earned you a promotion there. He'll be batting second. Batting third will be the designated hitter, Donovan Cash. And in the cleanup spot, right fielder, Jackson Chiarello. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Wesley Allig. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Cooper Williams. First baseman, Cam Suto, bats seventh. Chris Cole, the center fielder, bats eighth. And James McGee will be behind the plate tonight. He bats ninth. On the mound will be a right-hander, Ty Bayer, and he will be making his 13th start, his 15th appearance.
So he has only missed one turn this year. Chandler Alderman has not missed a turn all season in the starting weekend rotation. All right, those are our starting lineups brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union. The Owls taking the field. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back. First pitch coming away next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
From the Blue Raider Network in Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. State Farm Insurance and agent Deb Insel. Pepsi and your local Pepsi bottler. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. And by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider baseball.
It is time for Blue Raider baseball. It's also time for station identification, and we'll have that first pitch coming up next after this station ID on the Blue Raider Network.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer, John Callow with you on this, what is this, Friday evening?
Yeah.
Second game of the three-game series. Kennesaw State winning the opener 11-6. And as you might figure, they have only made one change in their defensive alignment. They'll have McGee, a freshman, behind the plate doing the catching. Williams at third, McDuffie at short, Alec at second, Suto at first, Anderson in left, Cole in center, and Chiarello in right field. And on the mound will be a freshman right-hander, Ty Bayer.
Ty Bayer making his, as we said, his 13th start, 15th appearance. He's thrown 47 in the third innings, given up 29 runs, 26 of them earned on 39 hits, 36 walks, 41 strikeouts. He's got a 4.94 ERA, a 2-3 record. Opponents hit 223 against him. Part of that was because of all those walks, 36 walks. He's also hit 8 batters. So, as Coach Myers would say, a whole bunch of free 90s in there.
He has allowed only 2 home runs this season in 47 innings. And we've got a freshman battery out there, John, a freshman pitcher and a freshman catcher. And the Raiders' senior leader, center fielder Eston Snyder, will step into the box.
Well, if he can't keep the baseball down, he's going to see more than 2 home runs today. The wind when it blows, is blowing out.
Ground ball to short on the first pitch. McDuffie up over to first and just nipped him by a step as Snyder was quick getting down the line. That will go short to first for out number 1 here in the first inning. Brett Rogers will be the batter, the Raider right fielder. Brett has a 7-game hitting streak going. He is opened up with a double in the first inning last night. Takes the pitch from Bayer outside for ball 1.
We got started at 6:05. And
first pitch.
Weather 86 degrees, partly cloudy. The wind from the southwest at 10.
There's a strike call, 1-1.
Which means the way this ballpark is configured, the wind is blowing. Yesterday it was blowing across from right to left. Today it's more blowing out to left field. And I got to tell you, Dick, you and I sat there and watched a lot of baseballs fly out of here during batting practice today.
2-1, and Rogers hits one in the hole to left field for a base hit. So he extends his hitting streak to 8 straight games. He's at first with 1 out. And the batter is Tyler Minnick, the catcher. Congratulations are in honor for Tyler and Eston Snyder. They were both named to the first team all-conference Scholastic team. We'll tell you a little bit more about that as Minnick steps in the box. That average up over 300 at 307. Runner at first, Rogers leads, pitches outside ball 1. Minnick has a perfect 4.0 grade point average. And
wow.
Eston Snyder not far behind with a 3.96 grade point average. 2 outstanding young men and obviously very good in the classroom. There's ball 2 low to Minnick. 2 balls, no strikes.
I am always glad to see our young men who really embody the student athlete.
Ground ball in the hole. That'll be a base hit to left field. Rogers stops at second. The Raiders have runners at first and second with 1 out here in the inning. Bayer's last start was last week against Dallas Baptist, John. He didn't get out of the first inning.
Yeah, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 runs, all earned on 3 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batter. Only threw 27 pitches.
Well, let's see if the Raiders can emulate that performance.
Oh, that ended up being a 7-inning run rule game.
Von Dolan steps in, takes a strike on the first pitch.
That Dallas Baptist won 12-2.
Von Dolan at 316, and he's got an 8-game hitting streak going. First and second, 1 out. Bayer's pitch way outside. That hits the plate, bounces back high off the screen, and that is...
that almost bounced over the screen, Dick.
That is really the... definition of a wild pitch, huh? So runners advance to second and third. And the count is 1-1 on Von Dolan.
Now let's see if they're setting up a way.
Infield playing back. Bondo swings and misses.
Yep.
Strike 2.
Threw him that pitch down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the Raiders cleanup hitter. Von Dolan hitting .316. 17 home runs. And Bayer's pitch on the way, swung on and missed, strike 3.
He's got to learn how to stay off that pitch.
That is out number 2.
The second baseman, number 11,
And Badalak will step in.
He was hitting the ball pretty good in BP.
Has moved back to second base. .287 average for Clay. Runners second and third, 2 men in scoring position. Pitches high, ball 1. They don't have a video board here with radar, so we can't really tell you what this kid is throwing as far as velocity. There's a foul out of play, and the count will go to 1-1. I know he got Von Dolan on a couple of off-speed pitches.
Yeah, those were sliders or sinkers. Probably sliders out and away. Like I say, he is going to have to learn to stay off that pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike to Badalak. And Bears pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 1-2.
Second and third, just 1 out. You got to, well, there are 2 outs now. You got to get one, at least 1 out of that.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's over but low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Badalak.
I like to get to Matt Wolf with the bases loaded. He was looking good in BP today.
Badalak stands in from the left side. Runners lead at second and third. And the pitch swung on and foul to the screen.
That might have been ball 3, but just too close to take a chance with.
We are just underway in Marietta, Georgia. 2-2 to Badalak. And the pitch to the plate, outside, ball 3. So the count is full. Now with second and third, the runners, of course, will not be going on this 3-2 pitch. We'll see if Badalak can put it in play. Here it is, and a foul to the screen.
He was just spoiling that one.
Fouling off some pitches, waiting for one he can drive. They play their second baseman and their first baseman both right on the edge of the outfield grass. And there's a ball hit into right field. Right fielder got a late start, but he'll come in and snag it for out number 3. So that is all in the first inning for the Raiders. Got 2 runners in scoring position. Couldn't get them in. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Middle Tennessee, nothing. Kennesaw coming to bat on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
In the first inning, no score. Raiders defensively are the same as they were yesterday, with Minnick behind the plate, Von Dolan at third, with Cooper Clapp at shortstop, Badalak at second, and Miller at first. Keaton Ray, Eston Snyder, and Brett Rogers left to right in the outfield. On the mound, the left-hander, Chandler Alderman.
Chandler Alderman making his 14th start. He's thrown a couple of complete games. He's he's thrown 64 2/3 innings, given up 58 runs, only 38 of them earned, though, on 77 hits, 30 walks, 47 strikeouts. He's got a 5.29 ERA, a 4-7 record. Dick, when he's good, he's really good, and when he is not all that good, they can rock him around.
Well, he's been very durable and has not missed a start this season.
That's been important because he is the only one of our preseason weekend rotation that's still throwing baseballs.
Alderman, 6'5", 205 from Poplar Grove, Illinois. Second year as a Blue Raider. threw a no-hitter against Liberty last year in his freshman year. And he will face Nate Anderson, the leadoff man for Kennesaw, left-handed batter.
Had a complete game shutout a couple weeks ago.
A swing and a miss, strike one. We did not get Anderson out a single time last night. And he just wore our pitchers out. One strike the count. Alderman's pitch, missed inside, 1-1.
Alderman's not going to blow you away with his velocity. He has to be able to hit his spots and get his slider working for him.
Anderson led off the game with a home run last night and drives this one into center field for a base hit. Well, we still haven't gotten this guy out, John.
Well, at least it wasn't a first pitch home run.
So last night he had a home run, 3 singles, and 2 walks. And tonight he opens with a solid hit to center field. Now they've moved McDuffie up from the number 9 spot, as John mentioned, to the number 2 spot in the batting order. McDuffie last night had a couple of singles and a walk.
He was wearing us out a little bit.
Sophomore. He's the only Kennesaw player to have played in every game this season. And the pitch to the plate is a bit high for ball 1.
Well,
have to watch Anderson. He has stolen 23 bases in 25 attempts this season, so that's another reason to keep him off the base paths. He's got 1 more stolen base than Eston Snyder has. Alderman checks the runner at first, and a check swing foul off the screen. Count goes to 1-1 on McDuffie, with their leading hitter Donovan Cash waiting on deck. This field was formerly used by Southern Polytechnic University, which has now been absorbed into the Kennesaw system. Oh, it's a good pitch, but called a ball. Must have been a bit low. 2-1 to count.
That's where he wants to be, though, is down low. Do not let him elevate on him.
2 balls, 1 strike to McDuffie. Runner at first, no outs, bottom of the first inning. That runner's creeping off first, but does not go, and the pitch is inside for ball 3.
Nearly hit him.
So McDuffie backs out of the box, asks for time, as Alderman asks for a new baseball. 3-1 to count. Left-hander comes set, eyes that runner at first. And the pitch to the plate, high, ball 4. And the Owls have runners at first and second with nobody out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, number 25.
The only game in Conference USA we were really interested in is the one up in Lynchburg, Virginia, Dallas Baptist visiting Liberty.
Any Liberty win or any Blue Raider loss would eliminate the Raiders from a chance to go to the postseason tournament. And that's
where we are.
That's where we are right now.
And they are underway. They're in the just underway up there.
Pitch called a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Cash. He's got 17 home runs. It's the same number as our Brett Von Dolan. First and second, no outs. Infield double play depth. The pitch to the plate, swing and a miss.
Down to 1 knee in that big swing.
Alderman just let him have the fastball, and Cash couldn't catch up with it. 1-1. Alderman glances back at second base, and the pitch to the plate is hit to second. Out at second. Relay to first. Double play. The pitcher's best friend makes an early appearance tonight. Over to third will go Anderson, but they're now 2 outs in the inning. And that goes Badalak to Clapp to Miller.
4-6-3.
Blue Raiders' 41st double play of the season. And the batter is Jackson Cirillo. Left-hand hitting right fielder, batting .271. Two outs, runner at third. Alderman out of the stretch. The pitch, strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
That was the slider. Caught that outside corner.
Cirillo, a junior. And Alderman's pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2 strikes. Cirillo in his third year with the Owls program. He's out of Woodstock, Georgia. Chandler's got him in the hole, 2 strikes. Check swing, and that's all. That's strike 3 called. I think Cirillo knew it. I think he was just hoping that the umpire would not call it. So a called third strike will end the bottom of the first inning, and Alderman gets out of there with no runs scored. We've completed 1 full inning here in Marietta, and Middle Tennessee, Kennesaw State are scoreless. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball. Ron Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the second inning. We do have some information out of Lynchburg, Virginia on that Dallas Baptist Liberty Series.
Well, they are delayed because of storms. They were supposed to start at 6:05. They've moved that start time back to 6:45.
Matt Wolf will lead off for the Raiders. He's in the DH spot tonight.
So
he is not on the injured list because he can still swing a bat. He cannot throw, but he is available, and he's in the lineup tonight.
Boy, he had an impressive batting practice today.
First pitch from Bayer is a strike call, 0-1. So Matt, the sophomore,
and that
out of Ohio.
That earned him the start. I don't think he was originally in the starting lineup.
Pitch is swung on, hit out of play, foul to the right side. Count is 0-2 to Matt Wolf. Yes, in fact, he took batting practice with every group that came in since he was not allowed to go out on the field and throw. So he got plenty of swings in BP today.
And he put a few out of here.
Pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wolf. 2 homers, 21 RBIs for the sophomore. Normally a shortstop. He's the DH tonight. And the 1-2 pitch outside, ball 2, 2-2. Ty Bayer, the freshman,
He's a big guy.
Making his 13th start, so he's been very durable. There's a ball hit up the middle and a base hit. So Wolf leads off the second inning with a sharp single to center. And kudos to Coach Meyer. He watches batting practice every single game, and he made that change, putting Wolf in at the DH spot. Here's Keaton Ray, Raider left fielder.
He hit the ball pretty well in BP. Right now, wind has settled down, so I don't think it's really a factor.
Bear ready to pitch. There's a fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Keaton hitting .245. Had a double in 4 trips in last night's opening game. Throw to first. Wolf back. Matt is scheduled to have surgery on Friday, next Friday, when the team gets back home. So if they go to the tournament, he probably will not be on the travel squad. The pitch. Ground ball to second. That's trouble. Out at second. Throw to first. Double play. So each team has pulled a 4-6-3 double play in the first inning. And there are 2 outs with nobody on. That was tailor-made.
Couldn't have been any easier.
So the double plays even now at 1 apiece. The batter is Hayden Miller, batting with the bases empty and 2 outs, and fouls his first pitch back to the screen. Strike 1. Right-hander delivers high. John and I are on top of the press box here in Marietta, so we've got a bird's eye view of this entire field. We can even see the bullpens.
We can.
Swinging a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Strike 2. 1-2. And Bear with the pitch. Hit in the air to the right side and foul. That'll be out of play. 335 to left, 330 to right down the line. Only 380 to straightaway center, where there's a big tall fence and a swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. Miller down on strikes with no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Middle Tennessee nothing, Kennesaw nothing on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the second inning scoreless. John reported that the game in Virginia with Liberty hosting Dallas Baptist has been delayed because of weather, so we'll continue to keep an eye on that for you. That is really the only game we're interested in at this point of the season in Conference USA. I think Western played an early game, didn't they?
They did. They rescheduled or adjusted that. That's the way they put it on their website. They adjusted the time. They were supposed to start at 4. They started at 1. They're all done. Western wins that one 9-4 over Jackson State.
For Kennesaw, it is Alec, the second baseman, batting fifth in the order. He'll face Alderman, and the first pitch is outside for ball one. Wesley Alec from Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
So I guess that western wind puts a little bit of pressure on Dallas Baptist to keep winning.
Pitch to the plate, high, ball 2-0.
They're playing for that one seed, are they not?
Yeah, I think Dallas just needs to win one game to lock it up. I believe that's right.
I suspect they'd rather ramp it up tonight than tomorrow.
Alderman behind in the count. Delivers a swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1 to Alec. Alec, a Mr. Baseball in the state of Tennessee. In Division II, there is a little number. It's foul ball, hit off his foot. Rolls down to first base. Count will go to 2-2 on Alec. Spells his name A-L-I-G, Alec.
I was told to think alligator without the ater.
Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Raider left-hander ready to work. And the pitch is swung on, hit up the middle. That's through for a base hit. So Alec continues to torment his fellow Tennesseans. Second hit off Alderman. Runner at first, nobody out. Same way the first inning started. Here's Cooper Williams, the third baseman.
Well, I'd just soon not have it duplicate the walk that we saw that in that first inning.
Williams had a home run and 2 singles last night.
How about another 4-6-3 double play?
Well, the infield's ready for it. Left-handed hitter against the left-hander Alderman, and the pitch outside for ball one.
Kind of showed a little bit of bunt. Wasn't truly committed to it. I think he was just going to see what kind of reaction he could get out of Brett Von Dolan out at third base.
Dallas head coach Ryan Coe also is their third base coach. Got his notes in his hand down there. Might be giving signals with those things.
That's
like
the way
Connie Mack did.
Yeah, I was just going to say. That's the way Connie Mack did it.
There's a bunt foul, and it's 1-1.
Big difference, though, is Connie Mack never, once he became a manager, gave up his playing days, he didn't wear a uniform again.
Now, he stuck those notes in his hip pocket down there at third, so count is 1-1. I think Williams probably on his own now. Alderman checks the runner at first. There's a long look over there, and the pitch to the plate is outside, ball 2.
That was the breaking ball that broke too soon.
2 balls, 1 strike. Cooper Williams, a sophomore, second year with the program. He's out of Woodstock, Georgia. Hit only 156 and made only 7 starts last year, but he hits this one to right field, and that one's over the head of Rogers. Throw coming back in. They're going to have runners at second and third with nobody out.
That got over Brett's head, went to the wall.
So that's a double for Williams.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 4.
So for the second straight inning, the Owls are threatening here with 2 runners in scoring position, and this time nobody out. The batter is Cam Suto, the first baseman.
I thought Rogers was going to run that one down, Dick.
Yeah, I did too.
Just barely got over his head.
Suto hitting 236. Takes the pitch outside for ball 1. A low batting average, but he does have 10 home runs. So he's got some pop in that bat.
And that wind is starting to kick up a little bit.
Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is hit in the air. That's in shallow right field. Rogers coming in.
Run on it.
He's
Come
got
on,
it.
man.
And the throw will be knocked down by the cutoff man. It was a little bit high, but the runner was not going.
Well, he was. If he had let it go, it was going to go straight to the plate.
So that is out number one. Runner second and third, and the batter is Chris Cole, the center fielder.
Well, they've seen Brett Rogers' arm now, and
this kid hit a triple line drive right down the right field line that went over into foul territory, and he went all the way to third.
Drove in a couple of runs with that last night.
Yes, he did. Second and third, one out, the pitch. Backed him away, inside, ball one. That triple came in that big fourth inning when they scored 4 times after 2 men were out.
That was the inning that kind of...
That turned it around, didn't
Yeah. It was a... We actually went into that inning with a lead.
Came out of it.
Coach, yeah.
Came out of it, we were down.
Coach Myers wants to go talk to his left-hander.
2 balls, no strikes, the count. Cole is a left-handed hitter. So Jerry Myers making a mound visit here. Raiders used 4 pitchers last night, and really Mbembo was the only effective pitcher we had in that ball game. Went an inning in 2/3, and if you heard our pregame interview, he told Coach he was ready to go again tonight if needed.
Told him he was hot for tonight, hot for tomorrow. And that was a one-sided conversation, I will tell you. It's broken up now.
So 2 balls, no strikes, the count to Cole. This is a key man in the inning. You've got a freshman coming up next who has not hit much. The pitch. Check swing, ball 3 is outside.
Well, it was that was the slider, got the plate. Was just low.
So 3-0. Expect the hitter Cole to be taking this pitch. Bondolin's in on the grass at third. Rest of the infield normal. First baseman even with the base. And the pitch. He does take, and it's ball 4. Bases are loaded, 1 out. That is the second walk allowed by Alderman. So here's James McGee. And McGee, let's see, starting only his 8th game of the season, he's hitting 179 and a right-handed batter. Need to get him out. Pitch misses outside, ball 1.
Well, here comes that bell again.
McGee is a 6-footer freshman out of Ola, O-L-A, Ola, Georgia. Or maybe it's Ola. The pitch. Swinging a foul down the right side.
Just
pretty good cut on that ball.
Yeah, just over the Raider bullpen.
1-1 the count. James McGee. Not from sunny Tennessee.
No, that was Sam and Kirk McGee.
That's right. 1-1 the count.
From over in Williamson County.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. You've got that leadoff hitter Anderson, who we have not retired in the entire series, waiting to hit next.
That's why you'd really like to have a ground ball out of this guy.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Alderman's pitch, ground ball to third. Von Dolan goes home, out.
Catcher dropped the ball, but the umpire says he held it long enough.
Yeah, he dropped the ball making the exchange. The fielder's choice works, though. 1-2.
5-2.
5-2, right, 5-2.
So one
that was
out.
Devon Dolan, not the pitcher. Right, correct.
Alec out. Williams to third. Cole to second. McGee on the fielder's choice at first. Bases loaded now. 2 outs. And here's Anderson. Now, how are we going to get this guy out, John?
We don't know. Oh,
Took the
boy.
pitch, and that looked like a good pitch.
Boy,
but
it
it's
sure did.
Call ball 1.
I think Chandler Alderman thought it was a good pitch.
I don't know if he can throw a better pitch than that. Anderson, a left-handed batter. We haven't retired him.
Well, this would be the right time to do it.
In the series, the pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Why is he having so much trouble with these left-handed hitters?
I don't know, John.
Is he just afraid to come into them? Or what? I don't know.
And the pitch. Hit him in the head.
Well, I think it got him on the back.
Was that? I thought maybe it hit the batting helmet.
No, I think it got got him on the. They've got some kind of a logo. Is that an owl on the back of these uniforms?
So Williams will score, give Anderson an RBI the hard way.
Actually, it's a KS, and that I think it hit him on the KS on the back
So the
of his
bases
uniform.
remain loaded with 2 outs. The batter is McDuffie. It's 1-0 Kennesaw State.
We still haven't gotten Anderson out.
The pitch. Over but low, ball 1. McDuffie drew a walk in the first inning. Right hand hitting, shortstop. And the pitch. Ground ball to second. Badalak picks it up, tosses underhand to first, and that will retire the side. So the Raiders get out of there with just the 1 run. 1 run in the inning. There were 2 hits, and they leave the bases loaded. So we've completed 2 full innings here in Marietta. Kennesaw State 1, Middle Tennessee 0. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Go to the top of the third. Raiders trailing 1-0. Got a text message from Tony Kessinger down in Melbourne, Florida, where the skies are clear. The wind's gusting to 18 miles an hour, and the temperature is 88 degrees. So right there in Marietta, Tony, we're at 86. We don't have quite that much wind.
But we got just as much humidity, haven't we?
Raiders number 9 hitter Cooper Clapp will lead it off in the third. Cooper had a good night with the bat last night. He picked up
3 hits, 3 for 3 with a walk. Jumped that batting average up over the 200 mark. Pitch is inside, ball 1.
Looks like he's getting it back.
Swinging that bat better, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
One ball, no strikes, the count.
Swung the bat pretty well in BP today.
Right-hander Bayer with a pitch high. 2 balls, no strikes. There's ball 3 upstairs. 3-0 now to the Raider leadoff man in the third.
Well, I'd like to have our leadoff man on base.
Snyder to follow. And the pitch to the plate is in for a strike, 3-1. Strike 2 called.
Got that outside corner.
So the count goes full, 3-2. Freshman right-hander Ty Bayer with a pitch and a hot shot to second. Up with it. Alec over to first, and that is out number 1. Rode up with Cooper on the elevator. You were telling him that you had met his granddad.
Yeah, back in the days when I was covering the Nashville Sounds for the D&J, and the radio guy was a friend of mine because he had done the Sounds the first year, and Cooper's dad was playing.
There's a strike call to Eston Snyder. 0-1.
Was playing for the Memphis Redbirds. They were in Nashville, and Cooper's granddad was sitting in with the radio guy in the press box.
There's a swing and a miss, and the count goes to 0-2 on Snyder.
So Steve introduced him around. We all got to meet Stubby Clapp.
Eston Snyder grounded out in the first inning. Hits this one up the middle. Shortstop picks it up behind the bag and doesn't even throw because he is not going to get Eston Snyder on a slowly hit ball up the middle. That'll be an infield hit for Snyder.
So Cooper's dad is Stubby Clapp, and Stubby's dad is Stubby as well.
Here is Brett Rogers with a runner at first and 1 out. Rogers singled into left field in the first inning. Snyder, 22 stolen bases. Kennesaw knows that. They throw to first, and he is back. Right-hander comes set. Long look. And the pitch. Low and stopped by the catcher, McGee. Snyder did not try to advance. Ball 1.
Well, it got away from him, but it was right there on the plate. It just kind of popped out of his mitt.
Freshman pitcher, freshman catcher for the Kennesaw Owls. 1 ball, no strikes to Rogers. Bayer comes set, throws to first. Back in time, Snyder.
Well, you heard the crowd's reaction.
A little closer than it should have been.
Yeah. Got a good contingent of Blue Raider fans down off to our right.
A lot of parents and friends made the trip down. Not that bad trip, a little over 3 hours.
Yeah, it was worked fine.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. We actually came down yesterday morning. Pitches outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Got in here a little bit after noon, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get a bite to eat. Take a quick rest and then head for the ballpark, where we were met with a challenge to climb the ladder. Ball 3 outside. Coach Insel, our women's basketball coach, always talks to his players about climbing the ladder. Getting a little better, a different rung,
All right. Does that mean we've gotten a lot better?
Well, we made it up here. There's a strike call.
And we've made
3
it
and
up.
1.
Made it up 2 or 3 times yesterday. Just once so far today.
That's called pre-planning.
Yes.
That was a strike call, and the count goes full to Rogers.
Boy, that was
3-2.
Was that a late call or what?
Looked like a pretty good pitch to me.
Yeah.
Runner at first, 3-2. Let's see if Snyder's going on this. That's what they were thinking. They throw to first. He's back in time. Three balls, two strikes to the left-hand hitting Rogers.
Wouldn't surprise me if they Rogers pretty good contact
There he goes, and a base hit.
Yes.
That's a fair ball, rolling down the left field line. Snyder's at third. He's going to round third and head for the plate. And that will be a double for Brett Rogers, and this game is tied. Snyder running on the pitch, and Rogers hit it right down the third baseline. It might have even grazed the bag as it went down the line, wound up in foul territory. By the time the left fielder chased it down, Snyder was already in the dugout.
Well, they had been playing him to pull, and apparently the word is not out on Brett Rogers that he goes opposite field and does it pretty well.
That's an RBI double. Brett is at second base, and the batter is Minnick. Swings and fouls this one out of play.
Boy, he got a hold of that ball, just got out in front a little bit.
Minnick singled in the first inning.
Went off the bullpen screen, which is about, another 90 feet down the right field line from the back.
The RBI by Rogers, his 26th of the season. He is at second, and there's a little tap foul over in front of the Kennesaw dugout. Down the third baseline, the count will go to 0-2. 1-1, we are in the third. Bear, the freshman right-hander, checks the runner at second. The pitch. It skips away, and Rogers on his way to third. No throw. That'll be another wild pitch. Charge to Bear. So Rogers is at third now, with a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Tyler Minnick. The infield stays back. The pitch. Minnick takes it in the dirt, low. Check swing. They appealed to first. He did not go. 2-2.
So Bear has already got, 2 wild pitches?
Yes.
He only had 3 the whole season coming in.
And the pitch. Minnick again, that one gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Rogers to come in and score, and that's ball 3. 3-2. That pitch was outside. I don't know if McGee was expecting that pitch to be where it wound up, but it got away from him. So a 3-2 count now to Tyler Minnick. And the pitch. That skips up there, ball 4.
Bounced it.
All of a sudden, Bayer is getting more dirt than leather on the pitches. That's the first walk for him.
And that's going to get a visit from the pitching coach.
So runners will be at first and third with 1 out, and the batter is Brett Von Dolan.
And while they're talking with the Bayer at the mound, Coach Nichols having a little conversation with Von Dolan. I suspect one of the things he's talking about, you got to pay attention to that pitch outside. They're going to pitch you away. And most of the things they're throwing you away are not strikes.
No. So Coach Nichols has had his say. Pitching coach still out there. They haven't gone out there to break up the meeting yet. And now
he's coming.
Plate umpire is going to walk out there and say, hey, let's get back to play. So first and third. Minnick not really a threat to steal.
And the umpire has charged them, of course, with the mound visit. And they've also charged the Raiders with that little conference that Coach Nichols had with Von Dolan.
So everybody's got a mark in the notebook now.
Let's hope that our meeting was more productive than their meeting.
Infield double play depth for the Owls. Von Dolen struck out in the first inning. Bayer ready to work, and a swing and a foul back. One strike to count.
And again, they were set up on that outside corner.
But he didn't get it outside, and it came in high, and Von Dolen was after it. One strike to count. And the pitch. Swung on, hit to center field, deep. Center fielder back on the track, leaps up, he can't get it. It's off the wall, 1 run will score. They're going to hold the runners at second and third. Von Dolen just hit it off the center field fence over Cole's head.
Looked like Cole had a chance. He went up about as high as he could.
The second baseman, number 11, Wade Badalak.
So in to score is Rogers.
And there, Anderson, the left fielder, is over there with the center fielder, and he's suggesting that are they going to be okay? He's saying he's okay.
It's hit number 4.
I think he might have
run number 2 off Bayer, and the Raiders now lead it by a score of 2-1.
So Von Dolen gets an RBI.
Runner second and third, 1 out. The batter is Badalak. Had a fly ball to right field in the first inning.
Well, I'm glad for Von Dolen. He stayed off the bad stuff, drove the pitch that he could handle.
Badalak showed bunt, and the pitch is high, ball 1. Well, if you're going to score Minnick from third and with a bunt, you've got to put it in exactly the right spot.
That's right. It's going to have to be a good squeeze.
1 ball, no strikes. Bayer with a pitch, and that misses for ball 2. 2-0.
That showing that bunt might have been to put that thought in the third baseman's mind.
Minnick at third, Von Dolen at second. Just 1 out here in the inning. The pitch. Outside again, ball 3. If he loads him up, Matt Wolf will be up next.
Wolf had a single in his first at-bat.
3 balls, no strikes. Clay should take this one, I think. He does. It's right in there for a strike. 3-1. Now this is a hitter's count.
Infielders, except for third baseman, conceding the run.
It's just fouled out of play, and the count will go full. 3-2.
Both middle infielders and the first baseman playing deep. Third baseman has moved back now.
And the pitch to Badalak, foul to the screen. Count holds at 3-2. Fouled off a number of pitches in the first inning on a 3-2 count. So he's got it again, and chance to drive in a couple. Bayer with the pitch. Swung on, again, fouled out of play.
That's over in there. Oh! In the reception area. Off the asphalt, and no telling where that one bounced.
So we'll do it again with a 3-2 pitch from Bayer. Strike 3 call. Badalak knew it, I think. He tosses that bat away dejectedly, and
he knows he was had.
That is out number 2.
Either that or he thought he was bad and he was reacting to the pitch.
No, I think he knew it. Here's Matt Wolf, singled in the second inning. He's the DH in this game. Runner second and third, 2 outs.
Single here, probably going to score 2.
Pitch to the plate, strike call, caught the outside corner. 1 strike to count to Wolf.
We need a little 2-out magic here, Dick.
2 runs already in the inning, 2 more runners in scoring position. And that one skips away. Here comes Minnick. He is going to slide safely into home plate, and it's now a 3-1 game. And another wild pitch from Bayer.
And on that, Brett Von Dolan goes to third base.
So now runner at third with 2 outs, 3 runs in.
I think Coach Myers is suggesting that maybe it got into an extra the overthrow maybe got over into the dugout area. I don't know. Anyway.
1 ball, 1 strike. And that one skips up.
So 3 wild pitches for Baylor.
2 balls and a strike.
Bayer, as I said, only had 3 wild pitches all season. He's equaled that.
And he's had a number of other pitches in the dirt that weren't far enough away for runners to advance.
Not a whole lot of foul territory behind home plate here.
Swing and a miss on a high fastball, 2-2. So 3 runs have scored here in the Raider third, and a runner at third with 2 outs. That is Von Dolan over at third. He drove in a pair. The pitch swung on, hit down the right field line, curving. That'll be a foul ball. Count holds at 2-2.
Off the retaining fence down the right field line. Right fielder tosses it over into the Raider bullpen.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Wolf. And the right-hander delivers outside, ball 3. Keaton Ray waiting to hit next. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third, 2 outs. And the right-hander delivers. That's outside, ball 4. Runners now at first and third. Second walk. Both in this inning.
Thank you.
Given up by Bayer. Did we have a message?
She was inquiring whether we needed more water.
Really?
They're taking good care of us.
Well, they really are. They just couldn't climb the ladder for us, could they? Keaton Ray, the batter. First and third, the pitch, check swing, and a strike call.
They helped us out a lot now yesterday when we had to get everything down off this.
One strike to Ray. First and third, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss.
Got him on a pitch high.
0-2 the count.
Putting that ball up in his eyes. That's a really tough pitch to handle.
Bayer comes set. Runner goes, and it is strike 3. So Ray down on strikes. 8 men come to the plate in the third inning for the Raiders, and 3 of them score. 3 runs on 3 hits, and 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It is Middle Tennessee 3, Kennesaw State 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network. From Ben Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. Raiders leading by a score of 3-1.
What's that supposed to make us feel like?
We're getting harassed, but we can handle the pressure. So Chandler Alderman now with a lead to work with, as the Owls will have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. Donovan Cash, Jackson Cirillo, Wesley Alec here in the bottom of the third. And when you grab a lead, John, you need to go out with a shutdown inning the next inning.
You sure do. How about a 1-2-3 inning here?
Alderman with the first pitch, and that one
he bounced it in front of the
low
plate
for ball one. Cash hit into a 4-6-3 double play in the first inning, which greatly aided the Raiders' cause. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. And the left-hander's pitch is high, ball 2. 2-0. So the Raiders sent 8 men to the plate in the third, scored 3 runs, and left another couple of runners on base. Pitch is high, ball 3. 3-0 to Cash. And ball 4 is way outside. That's a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, I don't like that much.
Third walk given up by Alderman, and you'd never like to see a leadoff walk in the inning.
Well, the percentage of a leadoff walk coming around to score are just very, very high.
So a runner at first with no outs. The batter is Cirillo. Alderman got him looking in the first inning. And that has been Chandler's only strikeout in the game. Infield double play depth with a runner at first. And the left-hander delivers, swung on and missed, strike 1. Kennesaw State all in black tonight. They were all in white last night.
And trimmed in yellow. And that shade of yellow is very much like the shade of yellow that's along the top of the fence here in this ballpark.
Strike called, and it's 0-2. If that ball hits the yellow on the fence, it's in play. You have to hit it out of here to get a home run. That's one of the ground rules. Alderman's pitch. Close. Just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cirillo. Alec, second baseman, would be next. Leadoff walk, Cash. He leads at first. Pitches outside, 2-2. Raiders leading 3-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Kennesaw State batting as Alderman is ready to pitch. And ball 3, the runner goes. No throw. That'll be a wild pitch. The ball was in the dirt. So Cash, the runner at first, did not hesitate. He was, as soon as that ball hit the dirt, he was gone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second with nobody out. Alderman with the pitch, and ball 4 is outside. Well, they had him 2 strikes, no balls, and wound up walking him. That's the 4th walk given up by Alderman. Runners are at first and second, no outs, and the batter is Wesley Alec, second baseman. Raiders going to get the bullpen working.
Yep. That's Will Jenkins up. Just started throwing.
Coach Myers out for a talk with his pitcher. And we were just commenting, John, that after you score and take the lead, what you need to do is really bear down and get a
0.
Put a 0 on the board for the other team, but now they've got runners at first and second with no outs on back-to-back walks.
They are underway up in Lynchburg, and as they go to the top of the second inning, Dallas Baptist already on top, 1-0. Scored that run in the top of the first.
Wesley Alec had a base hit in the second inning. He's up there now. The Raiders infield double play depth. No outs, first and second. Alderman with the pitch. It's high, ball 1. Alderman has had games like this where he's lost the strike zone, but most of the time he's been able to come back and find it again. Alec swings. That's a little tap foul down the third base line.
Well,
we'll go to 1-1.
One of Chandler's big problems is that when he loses that zone, he also tends to see his pitch count start to go through the roof.
1 ball, 1 strike to Alec. Alderman sits, pitch grounded foul past third. Count will go to 1-2 on the freshman second baseman, Wesley Alec. Raider left-hander comes set. And the pitch. Hit to right field. Rogers on the run. It's over his head.
Passed him to the wall.
They're going to wave in 1 run. They're going to wave in the second runner. Throw to the plate. He's out.
Got them both.
They've got the other runner in a rundown. They throw to third. He's out. That's a double play. Wow. Well, we needed a double play, John.
That is about as strange a double play as I've seen. That ball got just past Brett Rogers, went all the way to the wall, but we know what an arm he has. And his throw to the plate beat the first runner. Good throw to the plate. Minnick had the ball ready for him 2 feet before the plate. They had the second runner right behind him. He couldn't have been, 3-4 feet behind him. He saw what was happening. They ran him back to the bag, and, yes, we have a double play.
That will go 9-2-5. And there's a ball hit deep into right center. Anybody gonna get that one? No, that is out of the ballpark.
Well, that just makes that double play that much more important.
That is a 2-run homer for Cooper Williams. And that will tie this game at 3-3. Williams' second home run of the series. And you're right about that double play, John. That was just a base running mistake by Kennesaw. They ran into a double play after the batter hit a double. Don't see that very much.
Well, you really chalk that one up to the third base coach because he had him going. He sent him all the way. I don't think he understood the kind of arm that Brett Rogers has got out there in right field.
So 2 outs. 2 runs in. It's a 3-3 game, and Suto, the batter, count is ball 1 to the Owl first baseman. Ground ball past the pitcher, past second base, and into center field. That's a base hit.
That is what you call a C&I single, Dick.
That is hit number 6 for the Owls. So what if you're Wesley Alec? You double into a double play.
I
mean that's the only way you can put it. He gets a double.
Unless you decide that it's because of the double play, you decide it's a fielder's choice.
Here's
I don't know.
Chris Cole.
I'm getting
Cole
it.
bunts. That's a foul ball. One strike.
I didn't have the stat machine up, so I'm getting that up now to see what the official score called that.
Well, it has to be a hit. It was.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a double.
1 strike to count to Cole. He walked his first at bat. Alderman with the pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2. You just never know when you're going to see something you've never seen before. I don't think I've ever seen that. A guy hit with a clean double.
Right.
2 runners on base, and both runners are thrown out. The first runner at the plate, the third runner, or the second runner
at third
on a rundown, and the throw to second gets past Clapp, and that'll be a stolen base for Suto.
So
that was ball 1, 1 and 2.
The way they've got it, Alec doubles to right field. Chiarello advances to third. Out at third, catch it to third. DeCash advances third out at home, right field to catcher. So, yeah.
We got it right.
Yeah. 9-2 to 5.
Pitch bounces up there, ball 1. Or, I'm sorry, ball 2. 2 and 2 to Cole. So that is a 9-2-5 double play.
Isn't that amazing?
And then the next guy hits one out of the park.
Dodged a bullet there.
2-2 the count. Lefty-lefty matchup. Ground ball to short. Clapp has got it. Over to first, and that will do it for the Owls in the third inning. Cole grounds out short to first. So the Owls come up with 2 runs in the inning. 1, 2, 3 hits. And they strand a runner. Here are your totals after 3 innings. For Middle Tennessee, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. And for Kennesaw State, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Totals are the same for both teams. 3-3 as we go to the 4th inning. And you're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
So we go to the 4th inning in a 3-3 ball game as Hayden Miller will lead things off. Miller struck out in the 2nd inning. The Raiders sent 8 men to the plate in the 3rd when they scored 3 times, but Kennesaw came back with 2 in their half of the 3rd, and we're tied 3-3. Miller checks his swing. The pitch is up high, ball 1.
There's been some activity in the Kennesaw State bullpen. In fact, there's a left-hander up throwing right now.
Miller hits it foul off to the right. That'll be out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that pitch misses for ball 2. 2-1. Right-hander delivers. Ground ball to third. Past the diving third baseman into left field. A base hit.
That left-hander out there is Ryan Gold.
The shortstop, number 4, Cooper Clapp.
So Hayden Miller singles to left. That is hit number 7 off Bayer. And with nobody out, Cooper Clapp will come to the plate. Bounced out to the second baseman in inning number 3 as the leadoff batter. And the pitch around a bunt, took it low and outside for ball 1.
Got the third baseman's attention.
Heston Snyder on deck. That pitch hit him. Oh, you could hear that up here.
Yeah, got him on the thigh.
Wow.
Heston Snyder was throwing us the bruise from one of his hit by pitches last night.
Yeah, under the armpit.
Oh, yeah. That gets the pitching coach out.
So first and second, no outs. So Bears
and we've got a new pitcher already on the way.
Bears had just about has had a mark in every column in my book.
Yeah.
And we're just in the third inning, and he will not continue. So a pitching change coming up for the Owls in a 3-3 game. We'll be back to tell you about the new pitcher after this on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And the new pitcher for Kennesaw is Ryan Gold, a left-hander, 6'3", 215. Sophomore, he is from Smyrna, Georgia, right in this area, and a transfer from Campbell University.
Ryan Gold making his 17th appearance, 11th in relief. He's thrown 46 innings, given up 34 runs, 33 of them earned on 47 hits, 23 walks, 46 strikeouts. He's got a 6.47 ERA. And let's see, a 2-3 record, no saves in there. Opponent's hitting 264. Of those 47 hits, 24, almost half of them, have been for extra bases, including 15 doubles, triple and 8 home runs.
His last appearance against Dallas Baptist last week.
He went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, all earned on 8 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts.
And threw 90 pitches, so he is a young man who could go a number of innings if they need him. Here's Snyder, 1 for 2. Heston swings at the first pitch from the left-hander and fouls it out of play, strike 1.
Well, we're in a similar situation to what we saw last night. Raiders went to the Owls had to go to their bullpen in the fourth after the first 2 Well, actually, it was 3 reached base, and they went to the bullpen. The starter went 3+, just like Bayer went 3+ tonight.
All high, 1-1 to Snyder. Infield double play depth, runners first and second, no outs. It's a 3-3 game. We're in the top of the 4th inning. And the left-hander Gold with the pitch, and it's in for a strike, 1-2.
Infield double play depth in the middle, and third baseman, 3 or 4 steps behind the bag. First baseman was in on the grass. He's moved back now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Snyder. Hit the ball high and in the infield. That'll be an infield fly. Third baseman caught it anyway. And that is out number 1.
The right fielder, Brett Rogers.
You know, I've seen at least one infield fly here in this Atlanta area, haven't we?
I don't want to talk about it. Here's Brett Rogers. He is singled and doubled. And he's driven in a couple. Lefty-lefty matchup. There's a strike called, 0-1.
Rogers actually hits left-handers pretty well.
Runners first and second, 1 out. We're in the 4th. The pitch. Swung on, hit down the left field line. That is going to be dropped by the left fielder.
Yeah.
He ran into the bullpen fence and dropped it over the fence.
Had the ball come off of his glove. Looked like he was going to catch it. That's Anderson out there, isn't it? Anyway, he ran into that retaining fence, and the ball popped out of his glove. So he went a long way just to get a little bit of pain in the ribs.
So Rogers has a fresh life now with 2 strikes after that foul ball was dropped.
You'll notice that they're not giving him as much room in left field as...
Oh, that one skips back to the backstop, and the runners will advance to second and third. And that is another wild pitch on the Kennesaw Hurlers. That is the 4th wild pitch in the game.
3 of them.
And you can only have a wild pitch when you have runners on base, so there are other pitches that could have been called a wild pitch, but nobody was on. So,
and they had a few that were around the plate, and with a runner at third. There was one, though, that got far enough away that...
there's another one off the backstop. They'll throw to the pitcher, and it's too late. And Miller comes in to score from third on another wild pitch.
Good heads-up base running there. Cooper Clapp moves to third, so Raiders retake the lead.
4-3 now. And a 2-2 count on Rogers. 5 wild pitches already for the Kennesaw pitchers.
Gold had 6 wild pitches in his previous appearances. He's had 2 with just 1 batter.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitches high, ball 3. Full count, 3-2. Raiders up 4-3. We're in the 4th. Left-hander Ryan Gold with the pitch. And that one is popped foul and out of play. The count holds at 3-2. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Raiders. 3 runs, 6 hits for the Owls. Rogers stands back in. He has had a single and a double in this game. Infield comes in now, and the 3-2 pitch is tapped foul behind the plate. So the count holds at 3-2. Tyler Minnick waiting to hit next. With that infield drawn in, it's a little bit more of an advantage to the hitter. And the pitch. So that's right down the middle. Strike 3 call. That's the second time that a Raider batter has been called out on a pitch right down Main Street. That's 2 outs in the inning. And the batter is Tyler Minnick.
You'd sure like to pick up one more run out of this mess, though. Get both of those that you gave up in the bottom of the inning back.
Minnick swings, drives it to left field, and that's going to be caught by the left fielder.
Just short of the track.
So that's going to do it for the Raiders in the 4th. We do pick up a run, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Middle Tennessee 4 and Kennesaw State 3. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Raiders take a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. James McGee, the number 9 hitter, will be the leadoff batter. As Chandler Alderman has struggled through 3 innings, but he's hanging in there with the lead, John. And with that number 9 hitter coming up, that might be a good candidate to get out number 1 here in the 4th.
Wouldn't that be great? We had Will Jenkins throwing in the pen earlier. I expect he would be ready to go quickly if needed. Did you notice the home plate umpire is wearing glasses?
So if you're criticizing his ball and strike calls from the stands, you can't say, hey,
you need glasses.
You need a pair of glasses.
He's got them.
Here's McGee hitting to a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. Pitches high, ball 1. Freshman, right-handed hitter, making only his 8th start of the season. And Chandler Alderman with the pitch. That one misses outside, ball 2. Raiders scored a run in the top of the inning to retake the lead.
Ooh.
Ball 3 is downstairs, 3-0. So, John, we're not going to walk the leadoff man, are we? With a 179 batting average, the 9th place hitter. There's a strike call, 3-1.
Whatever's going on, it got action going in the Raider bullpen again. And that looks like Will Jenkins.
Ground ball to short. Clap up with it. Long throw to first. And a nice pick there by Hayden Miller for the first out of the inning.
Pulled that ball out of the dirt.
So McGee grounds out 6-3. And the batter is Anderson. And John, I'd be all for getting this guy out for the first time in the series.
It would be about time, wouldn't it?
Wow. So he has been up let's see, 6 times. He's been up 8 times. He's been on base 8 times. And the first pitch, ball 1. Singled in the first, was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitches outside, ball 2, 2-0, and Chandler continues to get behind the hitters. He came back and got McGee on a ground ball after going 3-1, and now 2-0 to Anderson. There's a strike call, 2-1.
Well, we're in the 4th inning with just 1 out, and he's already up over 65 pitches.
Two-one pitch. Swung on, and I think we're going to get him out if we can catch a fly ball to left field. Keaton Ray has it, and we get Anderson out for the first time in the series.
We need to have a fanfare for that, don't we? Da, 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 da.
2 outs.
I tell you.
2 outs in the 4th. Here's McDuffie, who has walked and grounded out.
He's a good little ball player, isn't he?
This guy McDuffie?
Yes.
Yeah, he started every game for them. And the pitch to the plate, right in there for a strike, 0-1. That's what you like to see. You like to see your pitcher get ahead in the count.
That's right.
That puts the pressure on the hitter. 1 strike to count. Alderman ready to work. Check swing. Did he go?
No.
They didn't even appeal. 1-1.
That ball was outside.
McDuffie hitting .258. Has only 2 extra base hits on the season. And the pitch to the plate, swung on, hit to right field. Rogers coming on, still coming, and makes a running catch for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Chandler Alderman and the Blue Raiders. 3 up, 3 down in the 4th, nothing across. And we will continue to the 5th inning. It is Middle Tennessee 4, Kennesaw State 3. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Well, I just saw on social media that it is Greg Logan's birthday, so former Blue Raider manager. So happy birthday, Rocky.
Who was that sent you that message about Eston Snyder's 38th hit batter on his career?
Well, I'm sure it was Jace.
Okay. Well, not only did he move into the career lead, he also moved into 5th place for a single season.
Here's Brett Bondolan to lead off the 5th inning. He has struck out and doubled. And the left-hander Gold with the pitch. It's high for ball 1.
That 12 moves him into a tie with Austin Bryant for let's see, for 5th on the single season list.
Pitch is swung on and missed. I expect Noah Gaston, he would probably settle for what he's got now.
Yeah. And that, of course, that 12 for this season is one better than the 11 that he had last year.
1 ball, 1 strike. Von Bowen takes the strike call, 1-2. Batting against the left-hander for the first.